In 2013, my family was offered the opportunity to move from North Carolina to Florida for an amazing job opportunity. The catch was we had 2 weeks to figure out where we were going to live and whether we even wanted to live in Naples. This is the kind of video that I wish I had had in 2013. Let's take a look at the greater Naples area. This channel focuses on everything to do with living in Southwest Florida. If that's the information you're looking for, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell so that you're notified about all future videos. My passion is helping buyers and sellers in Southwest Florida. Reach out to me today, call me, text me, 239-450-5786. My wife and I have been married for over 24 years, and during that time we have moved quite a bit. In our early years, we moved from where we grew up, the Philadelphia area, and we moved out to Illinois, and we absolutely hated it. We made a decision to go for a job, and we didn't look at the area at all, and when we got out there, we realized that it was not where we wanted to call home. So we moved back to Philadelphia, because we knew the area. And then we migrated down to Virginia to be with some family during some health challenges, and then we moved to Eastern North Carolina. And again, we knew no one in that area, and we didn't do a whole lot of research. It was a move for a job, and we stayed there for about 6 to 7 years, and for the most part, the area was okay, but it wasn't really where we wanted to call home. So when the job offer came to move to Naples, and we did our research, we got down here and we realized very quickly that this is where we wanted to call home. So this video is going to be my first attempt at doing a map video where I'm walking you through the area by looking at the map and talking at the same time. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you find it beneficial. So let's get started. So as we begin, Naples, Florida is located on the west coast of Florida in the southern portion of the coast, and you can see that we are right here, located here. Marco Island to our south, Bonita Springs, Cape Coral, and Fort Myers to our north. And when most people think of Naples, they are actually thinking of Collier County, which is one of the largest counties in the state, and you can see here it is centrally located, and anyone that's coming from the Fort Lauderdale area over to the coast, to the west coast, is coming across Alligator Alley or Route 75, and then that turns north heading toward Lee County, which is Fort Myers, and then Tampa and the Georgia line as well. So when you look at Collier County, there is a lot of areas that are all part of the Naples mailing address, but are actually little sub areas. And then we do have some towns where they have their own mailing address, like Marco Island, Ave Maria, Immokalee, Everglades City. Those areas there have their own mailing address, but for Naples, mailing address, or what you would refer to as Naples, the entire county of Collier County, is Naples, Florida. Now, what people think of as Old Naples or the city of Naples is actually a rather small area. You can see it here highlighted in the boundaries, and to give you a little idea of what you're looking at, what most people think of Naples is Fifth Avenue, which is right here, and then the shopping area, restaurants, the theater, Naples Players, is located in this area, and the iconic Naples Pier is located right about here. And that is Naples City. Naples Bay. It's a beautiful area, but again, it is a small area of the Naples area. In one of my previous videos, one of the comments that we received when I was talking about the pros and cons of Naples was the airport and traveling out of the state. So I wanted to address and clarify a little bit of that right here, right now. So you can see here, here's Collier County, and as I zoom out, you'll see that the airport for Fort Myers, or the RSW airport, is located right about where the 75 marker is here, and you'll see that this is a very short distance from any part of the Naples greater area up to Fort Myers RSW airport. It's about 35-minute drive, and what I was saying in that video is that if you are looking for additional flight options, going to flip out to the state map, it is a very short drive from Naples to get to the Fort Lauderdale airport, which happens to be right here at the end of 75, and then the Tampa airport, and then the St. Pete Clearwater airport here, Tampa. You've got Port Charlotte Punta Gorda airport, which is right about here, and then of course RSW, which we already talked about, is right here. So when you're looking at flight options in and out of Naples, you do have multiple options. RSW is a multi-airline airport and does have international flights. So to clarify, you can get in and out of the area very easily, but in order to find more direct flights, we do have the option to look at other airports. Now, as we continue the map tour here of Collier County and the Naples area, let's focus on or define some of the areas that you will hear about in your research of Naples. And one of the most prized areas, or where people will tell you to look first for your home, is the North Naples area, which is right here in this part of town. And this area is home to quite a few of the most sought after communities like Riverstone, Stone Creek, the Quarry, and these areas are very family friendly communities and have great amenities, but there are also communities within the North Naples area that do not have HOAs and are just very nice subdivisions that have very well kept communities, very kept areas, and would be ideal homes for you in that area. The next area, which we talked about in this video that is linked above here, is the Golden Gate Estates, which it consists of really the rural area of Naples, and you will find a lot of people love to live in this area. I myself call it home, and main reason is that there predominantly is no HOAs, and there are 1.14 acre lots, and they go up from there. The typical are 1.14, 1.57, 2.5, 2.573, and then they jump to some different sizes, 5 acres, and there are even some 10-acre parcels out in this area. But one thing you don't want to do is to confuse Golden Gate Estates with Golden Gate City, which is right here. Golden Gate City is a planned community, and it is a more urban feel. There are very few HOAs in there. There are apartment complexes, there are some condos, there's some townhomes, but for the most part, they're single-family homes that are in a planned community called Golden Gate City. Another area that people love is the Lely area, which is right here, and then this is what we call the East Trail of Naples, and this is an area that is growing very quickly right here at the junction of Collier Boulevard, which is 951, and Route 41. This area is really growing commercially, lots of new restaurants, lots of new shopping. It is a very great area. It's home to Naples Reserve Community. Winding Cypress is in that same area. A little bit higher right around in this area here is some communities called Azura at Hacienda Lakes and Esplanade at Hacienda Lakes. With Winding Cypress is also in that area. There are a lot of golf courses in that area. it's also a very nice area to settle of Naples. Now, in continuing of following up of the video that we talked about Golden Gate Estates, one of the questions has been, well, really actually the one complaint about Golden Gate Estates and communities like Skysail and Torino is it's just too far out of town. So I just want to touch on that right now and kind of show you where that is located and why I would say that it's really no longer out of town, out of the area. In fact, here you can actually see that Google Maps has added Skysail to the map. So I'm going to highlight it here just to bring emphasis. Skysail is located right there. Torino is located right here. Your Orange Blossom Ranch is right here. And then your Valencia Lakes Golf and Country Club and Valencia Lakes is right here. So you can see that the communities are growing. The new HOA communities that are coming out into this area are all in the same general area. So let's zoom into this area to give some more clarification to why this area is actually now closer to town than it has ever been before. So again, right here you see Skysail, and then I'm going to re-put on the map where Torino is. Torino would be considered right here. Actually, it's going to go between Randall Boulevard and Oil Well. Your Orange Blossom Ranch is right here. And the thing about this area is right here is the Publix that I talked about, that this was a life changer when we moved here into the Estates. When Publix came here, it really changed life for the Golden Gate Estates, because no longer did you have to drive to the closest Publix, which was right here on this corner right here. So that was quite a drive to go get the last minute thing that you needed on Thanksgiving morning before they closed. You needed to get that spice that you forgot. It was a 10-15 minute one-way trip to get there, depending on which part of the Golden Gate Estates you are. So with this new Publix here at the corner of Randall and Immokalee Road, it's just been a great thing. This area right here is all new commercial that's coming in. It's going to be a car wash, fast food, storage facility, some apartments, some other strip centers. All that's coming in that area. Now there also is, and I'm going to clear out here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Whoops, I need to change the arrow. You'll see right here along Oil Well Road, Palmetto Ridge High School is located right there. And this area right about here is a new commercial property that is being developed, and we'll have, we don't really know completely what's coming in there yet, but it has been approved for development, and will be starting here soon, and will be built out. And obviously you can see here's where the Publix and the CVS pharmacy is. This is the new commercial center that's coming right here. And there is a gas station right here as well. So lots of growth in the area. A lot of the amenities or the things that daily life needs are coming out to this area. Now let's look a little farther, because what happens when you want to go out to dinner? Well, there are a lot of new restaurants coming out to this area, right here in this corner and right here. There's an Outback, there's lots of pizza restaurants, there's just really a whole plethora of options right in this area for the evening out, to have a nice meal. So no longer do you have to drive all the way into town to get a nice meal. You have the option there. Now also here in Skysail, you do have the option to access Ave Maria, which is located right here. And again, I have a video which you can find out more about Ave Maria, and that will be linked here in this video as well. But as you can see, not very far to go from Skysail or Torino to the Publix or to the shops and the community of Ave Maria as well. As is with Ave Maria, it's not that far to get actually to this shopping in this area as well. Now another aspect of the Golden Gate Estates, and really all of Collier County or the Naples area is the driving around the community and how to get to and from in the most efficient manner. And one of the things that I love about the area is that the road systems are designed very well. For the most part, your major arteries are either 4 or 6 lanes, and they are very well paved, and they have beautiful medians, as we've seen in other videos. But I just want to highlight a couple things that a lot of people tend to stay to the main roads. And when you look at the Naples area, your main roads are, this is a Immokalee Road, which rolls all the way out into the estates and actually runs all the way into Immokalee. This is Tamiami, or Route 41, and this really is one of the main arteries within. It used to be the center of all your shopping and restaurants, but really more and more your center is becoming the airport pulling road and Collier Boulevard, which is this road right here. So you can see that the area is growing and developing. In fact, so much of the area right here, this is really becoming almost the center of Collier County's shopping and restaurants and stuff. In fact, not too long ago, I was at a planning meeting where one of the Collier County advisors said that he thinks between now and probably the next 10 years, most of your businesses are going to be moving out into this area as this area turns over into more and more of the housing in the community. So it's very interesting how you look at the area. But one of the things that makes it great is during this time of year, which is our busiest season of the year when it comes to our roads, Immokalee Road here, it can get congested, and especially at 7:30 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning when everybody's trying to get to work during the school year, especially, the road can get quite congested. So there are other avenues in order to get here to where you're going. Vanderbilt Beach Road runs right here. And if you're trying to get down to downtown, one of the least traveled roads is actually right here, which is Goodlet Frank Road. And this is a great path that you can bypass the traffic on 41 by using this artery. Airport Pulling is also a rather well-traveled road, but again, you can work your way around the area by missing some of the traffic. Obviously, 75 has exits right here. This is Pine Ridge Road. This is Golden Gate Boulevard. Golden Gate Parkway, and then 75 turns down to right down here to Davis, where you can get off for before you head out into the Alligator Alley. There are great roads. As you can see, though, the problem has been for the estates is that out here there are only really 2 roads. This is Golden Gate Boulevard and Immokalee. And then, of course, this is Oil Well Road, which runs out to Ave Maria. And so the arteries in the complaint has always been that there's just not good ways in, so it makes the Golden Gate Estates very, too far out of town. Well, one of the things that the county is doing is they have just broken ground on the Vanderbilt Beach Road extension, which is going to run out to here, and then actually will connect between here and Randall, which will give another pathway into town for the residents of the Golden Gate Estates. Of course, Naples is known for our beaches in addition to golf courses, amazing restaurants, and of course our beautiful sunshine. But let's talk about where some of the best beach locations are. Right here is Barefoot Beach. Now, it may look like it's part of Bonita Springs, but Collier County actually dips up into this area and covers and includes Barefoot Beach. You have Vanderbilt Beach, which is located right here. You have Loudermilk Park, which is located right here. And that is a great family location if you're looking to picnic, if you're looking to just have an outing day. great bathroom facilities, changing facilities, covered pavilions, volleyball courts, lots of options there at Loudermilk Park. If you really want just a quiet day at the beach, Barefoot Beach really is the ideal location there. And it does have very nice restrooms. Now they are spread out quite a distance from each other, but it is a beautiful spot as well. And then of course, just going to zoom out here for a minute, but we do have amazing beaches in Marco Island that are part of Collier County. And the thing about Marco Island beaches, which is right down here, they tend to be more the shelly type rather than the white powder sand. You can find some great shells on those beaches. And then of course, Keewaydin Island, if you have to use a boat to get to it, but that's one of the best shelling beaches, which is, just see it here on the map and just point that out. There are so many areas to kayak, there's so many areas to boat. Really the outdoor lifestyle, everybody talks about Florida and Southwest Florida and the beaches, but when you really look at it, there's just so much to do out here in Florida that you really aren't going to spend as much time indoors as you're used to. And besides the biking, the walking trails, it is truly amazing area to enjoy the sunshine. So finally, let's just real quick cover the shopping areas of Naples. And as I mentioned in the pros and cons video about Naples, my family is gluten-free and we have very special eating styles, and it was very important for us when we moved down here to make sure that we could get the food selections that we needed. And the thing that we found is that Naples is incredibly friendly when it comes to those that have healthy eating habits or have special eating requirements. So we talked about the fact that Whole Foods is located right there, Trader Joe's is right here, Sprouts is located right here, Seat to Table, which is the amazing store with restaurants and has a wine and meats and fresh produce that are grown actually here locally as well. That's located right here. They have a new store that they're opening actually right here on Airport Pooling, and that's called Food and Thought 2, and they have their original Food and Thought store, which is located right about here. And they also, the same company owns Oaks Farms, and while the storm actually did some damage, Hurricane Ian did some damage to that grocery store, they are in the process of remodeling it. That one is located right here. So you can see that we have unlimited source of groceries and meats and vegetables for those that have special dietary requirements that like my family. So really I can't imagine a better area to live in than Collier County. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this look at Collier County, the Naples area, by looking at the map views of the area. This was my first attempt at doing this video, so I hope I didn't drive you too crazy during this video. If you're looking to move to Southwest Florida, I am here to help you with the research and to figure out if Naples is the best area for you. For my family, we absolutely love this area, and we look forward to the opportunity to introduce you to Naples, Florida. But you first have to reach out to me. So give me a call today, text me, email me, do whatever it takes to reach out to me today, and let's figure out where the best spot for you to live in Southwest Florida is.